possibly the record number of points for a Premier League season. That's all for this show. Join us next time for all the news and analysis of European football on The Football Review.
Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Today on One, government urged to invest in youth to address food security. Public Transport Association inspects permits. And Ochumise youth give hope to destitute resident.
The Namibia National Commission for UNESCO, together with various stakeholders from the government and development partners, held its annual General Assembly in Windhoek, where they discussed the importance of empowering youth with knowledge, skills and competencies to address national food security. Namibia has one of the youngest and fastest growing youth populations in Southern Africa, and currently over 62% of Namibia's population is below 35 years of age. However, more than 40% of the youth in Namibia remain unemployed. The Food and Agriculture Organization representative to Namibia said that there is nothing worse than an angry youth population in any country, and empowering youth with multiple skills will benefit various sectors of the economy that directly or indirectly contribute to food security, adding that this will also ultimately contribute to building and sustaining peace in any country.
Empowering youth by offering them multiple skill proficiencies will enable them to channel their energy to achieve optimal results across the various sectors that contribute directly and indirectly to food security. For example, skills to manufacture, install and maintain climate-smart agricultural and irrigation systems and agricultural technology in general, the use of ICT, innovation and agro-processing skills for the agricultural and food sector, as well as designing digital solutions to provide information and knowledge that can help actors in food systems to respond to the challenges facing youth development and food systems transformation. By creating a safe, supported, and sustainable digital and skills innovation ecosystem, we will enable the youth to grasp opportunities along agricultural value chains, thereby securing their own financial prosperity and contributing to social economic development and ultimately contributing to building and sustaining peace. Because there is nothing worse than a restive and unhappy youthful population in any country.
Windhoek has over the years experienced a huge rural-urban migration where many migrants have settled along the outskirts of the city's informal settlements, with most of them living in extreme poverty while faced with food insecurity. According to the UNESCO head of office and representative to Namibia, prioritizing agriculture in national budgets, policies and investment, as well as introducing sustainable and green technology to their agricultural practices, is critical in responding to rural poverty and food insecurity.
By providing youth, rural women and men with access to education and training of good quality and relevance and the appropriate technology, we can ensure that they are, through innovative ideas and practice, creating a rural agriculture sector that is sustainable and provide response to the challenges faced by the economy, society, while addressing the issue of food security and income.
The Namibia National Commission for UNESCO also made a commitment to support 2 youth projects that promote agriculture, gender equality and rural development through seed funding of 5,000 Namibia dollars each.
Today the Commission wants to make the following commitment, namely to support 2 youth projects that show viability and sustainability and that will contribute to Namibia's economy. These projects will be supported through seed funding of 5,000 Namibian dollars each and will be reviewed annually. The modalities of how you will partake or apply will still be communicated to you. I call upon the youth to identify innovative projects that support the use of indigenous knowledge, to promote rural development, gender equity, conservation of biodiversity, and sustainable management of ecosystems.
Namibia's Prime Minister Sarah Kugongelwa Amadila also recently disclosed a worrying figure of more than 400,000 people in the country that are facing high levels of acute food insecurity.
Imagine opening your Nedbank account anywhere, anytime by simply taking a selfie. Introducing Identity Today, a platform which enables you to open your Nedbank account, scan the Nedbank QR code with your smartphone camera, and immediately follow the instructions on the link that will open up in your web browser. Follow the simple steps to complete the account opening online form. Have your identity card or passport ready. Take a selfie and send it to us, and your new Nedbank account will be opened and confirmed in 3 minutes or less. Visit www.nedbank.com.na to shift your account to Nedbank today. Nedbank. See money differently.
Join the Ackerman School of Value and get back on the road to success with our range of schoolwear. Like 2-pack boys trousers from only $129.95. Get ready to learn and ready to play. Get everything you need for back to school. Only at Ackerman's.
We can't wait to get together again. To welcome new friends. Meet up with old ones. And play until the sun comes up. We can't wait to fill our stadiums again. In fact, we can't wait to get the whole gang together. But until then,
let's stay safe.
Ready, get the set, go. Team it up. Top to bottom. Why pay more than 80 for a kid's outfit? Take a selected cap, top, and shorts and save a bundle. Get more in store this holiday. Life's better with Pep.
This station subscribes to the Namibia Media Code of Conduct and is regulated by the Media Ombudsman, appointed to deal with complaints about media content that breach this code. This includes content that is inaccurate, unfair, or that invade privacy. We encourage aggrieved members of the public to submit complaints to the Media Ombudsman via mediaombudsmannamibia.org. The Media Ombudsman is supported by the Editors Forum of Namibia, advocating for ethical and quality journalism.
The Namibia Public Passenger Transport Association has entered into a joint operation with law enforcement to inspect permits of public transport vehicles at various roadblocks. Nathan Africa, the association's Secretary General who was stationed at the Windhoek-Okahandja roadblock, explains that the inspection was necessitated by the increase of undocumented medium to long distance public transport vehicles. This comes after the association petitioned the Transport Ministry for urgent intervention into the matter.
It's a problem for us in this industry that we have illegal operators taking the law into their own hands. We as legal operators on the road are currently having operation at the roadblocks jointly with law enforcement to record all operators, whether legal or illegal, even checking the roadworthiness of public transport vehicles, minibuses, and also recording whether the vehicle is transporting people illegally or legally. This information is then forwarded to law enforcement, and law enforcement decides to act. There is also this misconception that there has been permits issued for 7-seaters, but there are conditions on the permits that apply to these 7-seaters that are operating illegally. At this roadblock, we've also come across 7-seaters that have got permits between Windhoek between Walvis Bay and Swakopmund. They are allowed to operate with their permit conditions between Walvis Bay and Swakopmund, but in fact they are operating between Windhoek and Walvis Bay. So that is transgression of the permit conditions. We have also come across many 7-seaters that are operating without any permit, without any public driving permit, but there are also 7-seaters that have got legal permits. And those 7-seaters that have got legal permits to operate, we allow them to proceed.
Africa further urges those traveling this festive season to be on the lookout and not board any medium to long distance public transport vehicles that do not have the necessary documentation.
The problem is that law enforcement together with us are working on especially illegal operations. When we started the operation here at the roadblock last week, when the effective stipulation of the law was enforced here, even 7-seaters then resorted to other means by loading people onto taxis going to Okahanya and then coming past the roadblock with 1 or 2 passengers in and proceeding to Okahanya or along the road, and then taking over the passengers from the Okahanya taxis and continuing the journey. These are the things that we say we don't want. When we talk about legal operators, you must have a permit to operate, you must have a permit to transport passengers. If you don't comply, even with minibuses, we also have the problem. We've got minibuses that are operating to the north, but they've got the permit only to operate within the municipal area of Windhoek. And that is also transgression of the law, and they've also been fined according to the law. So there's no thing that we are just concentrating on 7-seaters here. We are ensuring that our passengers that are boarding the public transport are being transported safely.
Join the Ackerman School of Value and get back on the road to success with our range of schoolwear, like 2-pack short-sleeve shirts from only $49.95. Get ready to learn and ready to play. Get everything you need for back to school, only at Ackerman's.
We are molded with the utmost intricacy, unique and ever-evolving. But we will always need a guiding hand.
We can't wait to get together again, to welcome new friends, meet up with old ones, and play until the sun comes up. We We can't wait to fill our stadiums again. In fact, we can't wait to get the whole gang together. But until then,
let's stay safe.
So we feel forever be real, together stay free, whatever. No, we can't stop. We wanna taste the feeling. Nothing can ever bring us down. Taste the feeling.
A group of youth from the Ochomuise Rising Stars initiative came to the aid of a destitute resident in their location who has been living in deplorable condition. They have built the man a new home and handed over necessities with the hopes of restoring his dignity. 38-year-old Zakaria Kamanya has been living in Windhoek for the last decade. He came to the city with work in 2010 but was soon retrenched and found himself on the streets as he had no relatives. His health condition worsened, leaving him unable to find work. He built a small shack in Ochomuise's Achterland and survives from handouts from Samaritans and by scavenging during the day at the dump site on the outskirts of Windhoek. A community leader describes his situation.
Chakotoke toro mulumendu nguyeka njako eisana munene Nelson simbaisana Nelson ekutara aitimonji we mwindabyu amunu kushomundu kufokubatero.
With the rainy season approaching, volunteers from the Ochomuise Rising Stars initiative stepped in to assist Kamanya to ensure that he has a decent structure to protect him from the elements. The group of youth, led by the founder Nelson Shipandeni, dismantled the old structure and built a new home. Shipandeni said that they felt the need to help Kamanya because he continues to suffer with no support.
I mean, it was not even in a position to protect him against dust, against heat, against wind, let alone rain. So then I thought, let me try and mobilize resources from my friends, from whoever is going to come on board and assist. And then I started sending people messages, took a few pictures. That was now after I actually informed our constituency office, which immediately assisted him with something to eat. And yes, then we put up a day to say, let it be done by Sunday, because figuring it out on Wednesday, and then we only had a few days to finish it because it's also rain season approaching. And then we put up a date to say it will be done on a Sunday last week, and then that is what we did. So what was left was for me to organize the youngsters of Ochomuise Rising Stars, who are also soccer players, most of them, and then we came up and dismantled his old shack and we constructed this one you see here.
They raised funds from community members in Achterland and bought corrugated iron and other materials needed for the construction. An emotional Zakaria was pleased with the kind gesture and said that he never expected to get assistance from anyone. He said the new home makes him feel human again.
That one, you know, that they do the human being. And the human being, I know. Shanda open to grab a mercury popo. The banana no spangle. Don't in Nana Zimaro spangle. A government and the don't not only good about and the after again can go today. Shash, you are the human being. Una Munquet Atala. Utashe to my question. And I'll get the Paqui, Kedzipa. Niguya go the Paqui. As long as I have young Shakan. Now, Gremon Fitbom Simon Mamma. I mean, no family.
The Ochomuise Rising Stars plans to give Zakaria food and other necessities on occasions. The youth-led organization was formed with the aim of getting young people off the streets, away from crime and substance abuse, and serves as a platform that can have a positive impact on their lives.
We can't wait to get together again, to welcome new friends, friends and play until the sun comes up. We can't wait to fill our stadiums again. In fact, we can't wait to get the whole gang together. But until then,
let's stay safe.
Celebrate 2021 with ShopRite's New Year's deals. Get a 1.5 kilo bag of real good frozen mixed chicken portions for only $49.99 and a 700ml bottle of all gold tomato sauce for just $26.99. Only at ShopRite.
Santa's back with even more Christmas specials from MTC. Visit your nearest mobile home to unbox the connection with great deals on mobile phones and accessories now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Get your share of Santa's goodies from MTC and make this Christmas a connection to remember. MTC, make the connection.
Hello, my baby.
Hi, Daddy. I miss you. Is your new job finished?
Not yet. Daddy's keeping really busy here. There's still a lot of work to do.
Mommy says Daddy's the big boss at work and that he tells everyone what to do.
Longa, look how lazy man.
What's your new house like? Is it big?
Daddy has such a nice new home with a big room and a picture of you right next to my bed.
Can I come and see it? Daddy? Are you still there?
In other leading stories, a grant of 200,000 euros has been awarded to the Save the Rhino Trust Namibia to support the local communities in protecting the world's last free-ranging black rhino and the sustainability of initiatives that bring revenue to these communities. Funded by the Organization of African, Caribbean and Pacific States and the European Union through the Biopalmer program, this 2-year project will train and equip SRT trackers and rhino rangers to continue monitoring and protecting the rhinos in the Kunene and Irongo regions of Namibia. Save the Rhino Trust works tirelessly to protect the last free-roaming population of black rhinos left in the world. The black rhino is a critically endangered species according to the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. The project will contribute to improving resiliency of rhino custodian communities against external pressure. It will improve collection of rhino monitoring data through the use of new technology in the field, as well as the installation of critical infrastructure needed for communication and well-being of rhino trackers whilst on patrol. The Rhino Ranger program has been noted as one of the most innovative community-based rhino conservation initiatives in Africa. The approach of incentivizing local participation in conservation has contributed significantly to the reduction of poaching in the landscape, and income from rhino monitoring has provided a sustainable form of alternative livelihood income for approximately 50 community-based rhino rangers currently working in the region.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. We look at more comments from the operation codenamed Hokanam that was launched recently, a combination of previous joint crime prevention operations of the Namibian police force, namely Honkrans, Kalahari and Namib Desert. It is scheduled to end on the 12th of March 2021. Bilo said unless approached professionally, he will fight back. Sarah said they should not take life but rather to protect. And Makala hopes that the operation will be professional since it was launched by the Deputy Inspector General. And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on Today and One.
Early this morning, woke up holding my head, hearing my heartbeat all night long. Shades of this motel keeping me in bed, reading the news, just trying to stay strong. I need to just get up and take a deep breath, keep it together, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Sun on my face, feeling okay. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day.
When you're saying things that degrade women, for me, number one, I am not there, because that is basically what I don't believe in. I don't stand for things that degrade women.
What do you think we can add? What can we put in the basket? First of all, let's put Blossom back in the basket.
Look at the person like, man, let's do a song.
Let's do something.
Just
let's
like
collaborate.
Let's collaborate.
Just Africans were claiming us.
Yes, exactly. To the rest of the world, they belong to us. Namibia, Baba, Namibia.
I'll help you carry on.
Creating music and putting some stuff out for the people who've been supporting me, that's definitely something that's next on my list.
Almost 7 million kids walk tall in our uniforms. Over 4 million kids look sharp in our school shirts. Over 6 million kids stand strong in our school shoes. That's why we're the #1 school shop. Why pay more than 90 for your first school outfit? Get everything you need and more. Pep, your #1 school shop.
The #1 school shop.